few weeks ago, Meredith and I and the rest of our colleagues were sitting in the office, and they're so super excited about this conversation and USA Volleyball, and they were talking about this young lady named Brittany and how amazing she was, and they struggled a little bit with the last name, I will admit, Hochevar, and when I heard them struggling, I'm like, no way, not Brittany Hochevar, because I have a really interesting, I know this is a beautiful photograph, but if we could go to the next slide, I want to show you how small this world is. This is my daughter on the far right bottom row. At the time, she was known as Jersey Black. We had moved from New Jersey to Knoxville, Tennessee. She was a junior in high school, had really no friends there. We just moved her during her junior year. And the high school volleyball coach wrapped her arms around my daughter and brought her into a community of girls who really took some time to get to know her. That coach is Brittany's mother, Carmen Hochevar. So it is a small world, and when I heard your name, I said, this cannot be happening. So as soon as I left the meeting, I called my daughter and had very fond memories. She, of course, at this point is graduating with her master's degree and is moving on, but the impact that that sport and your mother had on her life was profound. So I had to share that. Many of these girls have went on to play. One was a full Division I athlete, beach volleyball player herself. Many have went on to play at different levels within the sport, but it's truly a unique community of girls and teaches so many incredible things. So if you don't mind, could you just share with us a little bit about your own experiences and your accomplishments?
Volleyball is a really unique sport. You have the most indoor volleyball, you have the most amount of people and the least amount of space than any other sport. And then you go to beach volley and you got two people covering this mass amount of court. And so the team aspect is pretty wild. The communication, the accountability, like your team is your talents, your energies, your accountability, and your motive. And teamwork is just imperative, both indoor and beach volley. And so on behalf of USA Volleyball, we are thrilled on this partnership. I know personally I'm fired up to be here, and I know this product is just the best of the best. It's bar none, and we wouldn't want to fuel any other way. But yeah, it's so fun. But it is. It's as massive as the sport is, and as big as it is, and it's growing. It's a very small community, and it connects us all in such brilliant ways because it is such a team sport.
Right. And I know that nutrition has probably, I would imagine, it's been a really big part of your success, and as you've risen through. Did you always eat great, or was it something that you had to acquire over time?
I grew up with two brothers, and we just would house food, and so a lot of carbs, a lot of proteins, it was just massive quantities because we were growing so fast. And then I endured an injury, and that kind of made me go back to the basics. My body is my business, and everything that I do is for this ultimate goal of Olympic gold, of greatness, of that victory. So when you kind of take it into account that you are a well-oiled machine, I guess, if you will, or a high-performance vehicle, you need to fuel appropriately. And so my body is my business, like I said, and so then it kind of became this journey of eating efficiently and going, oh, my food is my medicine. It's actually healing me, and it's moving me forward. So that's a full-time job in and of itself, to consume exactly what we need and be super aware every single stop, packing meals, lunches, travel meals, because we're traveling so far all the time. So it's a conscious awareness that we have to just be so dialed in, because that performance piece is impeccable for us.
I imagine.
Well, Janet's kids, they grew up as Juice Plus kids. I have a son that is growing up as a Juice Plus kid, and so many of the people in this community got interested in Juice Plus because they needed to find a way to get some fruits and vegetables into their kids' body in an easy way. So just tell us about just nutrition and kids and your thoughts on that. And we know how important it's been to you.
Absolutely. My parents have always said, each one teach one. And I come from a lineage of educators, as you can see, but I'm now the AMTB that is making them eat their vegetables, and I'm getting these looks, and but it's what's so wonderful about Juice Plus is that you can get it in their system, and it's not this big fight, and how that is just going to change their bodies from such a young age when they are in that developmental stage, and put them ahead of the curve where they're not going to have to rediscover later, oh, I have to fight diabetes now, or oh, I have to turn around my weight issue, or oh, I have a body, like the body image. It just solves so many problems if you can start that at a young age. And the younger we can get them eating those fruits and vegetables, and just the plant-based, again, is it's wild how you feel when you're just on fruits and veggies. I mean, yes, of course, yeah, you get your proteins and all the goods, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the pasta is of heaven, but the mind gets clear, the heart space gets clear, and now all of a sudden you're more efficient, you're more potent in who you are and what you're put here to do, and that starts with being physically healthy, and then the mental health, and then the spiritual health. Those are just, you can change the world.
She's meant to be here, right? She's speaking our language. Can you talk a little bit about just that whole nutrition really being the medicine and the fuel? Could you give us a little more information on what you mean by that? Because we sometimes hear that being said, but what does that really mean inside the body?
So I endured a back injury that should have ended my career. I had an 8mm disc bulge and a 19mm fragment that paralyzed my left leg. I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks, and all of a sudden, food didn't taste good. But it was also stress that was getting into this stomach. It was the cortisol of the stress, the brain, and then that attacks the stomach. Some people overeat, some people don't eat at all. And so I had to address myself physiologically and go, okay, what do you need? What can I do to heal you? And that just kind of took me through a journey of really getting connected with what was going to get me healthy, get me playing again. I knew I wanted to rip my jump serve for years to come, and so it was a matter of going, wow, this integrating and removing things and implementing things that led me to just a whole food diet and a plant-based. Again, I do consume meat. That is still carnivorous. I still need to terminate. I still need to kill bulls, but there's that journey was very personal, and it became a place for a testing ground, if you will. I experiment with my own career a lot on what works, what doesn't work, and fueling and having your food be your medicine has been the most efficient thing that I could have done for myself.
It's amazing. Even though we have this amazing partnership with USA Volleyball, none of the players are required to take Juice Plus. I mean, we're not pinning them down. I mean, did you see that picture of her? No one's gonna, pin her down and force her to take Juice Plus, right? We presented the information, and Brittany was the first one to say, wow, I'm interested in this. And we've already shipped her a tower bar too, so.
Yeah, good luck to me. I don't know about my green thumb, but I like my chances. It showed up yesterday, I'm so excited.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of it. So I guess just in closing, what made you interested? What made you open to learning about the product and learning about the community and being willing to, maybe be our test subject?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be your guinea pig, no problem. I think it was the efficiency. I'm in the twilight of my career, and I have to be efficient. Everything that I do has to mean something, and it has to have potency to it. And so the convenience, we're getting ready to travel a schedule of 20 tournaments for Olympic qualifying just this summer, and that continues on into next summer, leading into Tokyo 2020. And so to go to China and not know exactly what you are going to be served, we pack a suitcase of food with us all the time, whether that's jerkies, whether that's protein supplements. I've even traveled the baby food packets for the fruits and vegetables. And so the convenience of me not having to travel a suitcase full of these odds and ends is lit me up right away. I'm like, yes, that will solve a lot of my problems, because I will get all of my nutrients in that I know that I can compete on at the highest of levels. I know that I can take on the Brazilians and the Germans and to be fueled appropriately. Yeah, so that was the thing that really resonated with me, was how heavy our travel is and how much we train. We turn and burn. I heard some of you guys applaud that you are beach volley players yourself. There's nothing like the element of sand that will give you a workout. Just walking to the water is a workout. But we're burning so much that it's very difficult to consume as much as we need in order to maintain that strength from opening rounds to the finals. And the convenience of being able to just stay fueled and stay ready was something that definitely I wanted to be a part of.
Well, we are so excited. You raised your hand.
Yeah.
Said, I'm ready.
She's perfect for our Juice Plus community. So I know people are going to want to be following you on social. So how can they do that?
At BrittHochevar.com. I hope I'm saying that right. BrittHochevar is my handle, both Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on Facebook as well. But bhochevar.com is my website, and follow along the journey. And one thing that I miss most about the indoor volley team, it's weird if my teammate Carly and I would just say, hey, USA on the beach, but this crowd is incredible. Can we give it a go? On the count of three, I want to get USA. I need to get jazzed for Tokyo 2020. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. USA!
Playing at her level for the amount of time she has. I was talking to her backstage and just thinking, what it takes to do that. We all have sacrifices in our life, right? A lot of you sacrifice to be in this room, right? We sacrifice time with our families. We sacrifice fun sometimes for things we have to do for work or to get ahead. Just 2 nights ago, I had to sacrifice singing and screaming at the top of my lungs at the Pink concert to make sure that I still had a voice for today. And that seemed really unfair and hard, right? But I was willing to make that sacrifice.